Hey, so here we are in Bree's kitchen. We are going to make a quick appetizer with sardines. It's basically buttermilk fried sardines with a really good pepper and jalapeno sauce. So here are our ingredients, and we've got oil heating up on the stove. And as we get things prepped, Brendan's going to talk about our fish of the day, sardines.
Sardines are an oily fish that are closely related to herring. They are named after the Mediterranean island of Sardinia, where they were once in abundance. These oily fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids and are extremely low in contaminants, such as mercury. Sardines are popular in many cultures. These include the Balkans, France, Norway, Portugal, Spain, Morocco, India, the UK, and the United States. Sardines are usually canned and preserved in oil, but are usually grilled when fresh.
So on the stove we have some preheated olive oil, 2 cups, and I'm just adding some vinegar to it. In the mixture we have 1 slice of jalapeno pepper, and we also have 1 sliced up bell pepper. This is going to really get the flavors going for us, a little spice, a little sweet. I'm also adding a few spices to the mixture. We're going to add a little bit of pepper to taste. You can add really how much you want. Then we're going to also add some chili pepper, some salt. Here we have, about a tablespoon of salt. I like to add a little more chili to the mix because I like a little spice, but you can add a dash if you like. You can see it right there. I also have added some garlic. I like to add about a tablespoon of garlic to the mixture. Garlic powder is what we're using. I'm going to mix it up. Now we're going to start the batter. The batter is really simple. It consists of flour, and I'm going to spice it up with some cumin to taste. I'm also going to add garlic, chili powder, a lot of the same ingredients actually that are in the oil mixture. I'm also going to add some salt, some pepper. I actually really liked a little of the cumin in this. Next, we are going to stir up the flour mixture so it gets all nice together so you don't have any clumps. This will make sure the spices are spread evenly across the sardines. And we are going to use a buttermilk as the basis for the batter. So you're going to open your can of sardines and take out one of the sardines in the can and dip it in the buttermilk batter. Make sure it's nice and covered. And then you can roll that sardine in the flour mixture so it gets completely covered, because this is what's going to get crunchy when you fry it up. And then you put it in hot oil and just let it simmer for a couple minutes on each side. It doesn't really take too long for these things to cook, really only a minute or 2 on each side. You can see that the oil is really hot, sizzling away. So you're just going to really just lay your battered sardines in the pan and let them sit. And once the first side is browned, you will turn over the piece of sardines and let the other side brown. You want to make sure the outer edges are nice and crispy and cooked up, because that's really how they're going to get flavorful. So you can see I'm really just trying to turn over these pieces of sardines to get them nice and crispy in the hot oil. This recipe is really excellent for picky eaters, some people that don't really like fish. So you might not believe me, but it's really a tasty recipe. The fish isn't really fishy like one would think sardines are. They're actually quite light and nice and crispy. The oil isn't heavy at all. So once they're browned, I'm going to just take them out and lay them onto a paper towel and let the remaining oil come off. And I like to put a dash of salt on them for flavor. So once your oil mixture is nice and sort of caramel colored, it's taken on the hue of the red peppers and green peppers together, that's when it's going to be ready to serve. You see it's nice and warm and bubbling. That's really what you want. So then you can stir it up and actually ladle out some of the mixture into a cup, let it cool off. This is going to be a dipping oil for the sardines. It's going to be a nice complement to the crispy sardines, add a little more flavor to them, a little more kick. So you can ladle it into a cup and let it cool off, and set it next to the sardines on a plate. It's a really nice presentation, and you dip the sardines into the oil and enjoy them.
So here's a quick, easy way to prepare a really delicious, sustainable fish dinner. And any kitchen, anytime, any occasion, give it a go.